is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So the day is finally here. Technically it's tomorrow, but today was the day that we got the news, and it is safe to say that every person that has just stuck with the faith of this game kind of feel extremely relieved right now. But nonetheless, we got tons of stuff to cover regarding what's happening tomorrow for this game, the war table stream, all of that good stuff. But before I dive into that greatness, I just want to remind you guys that if you want to be in for the chance to win $100, it's regarding the second channel. I'm going to be giving it away to 2 of you guys that enter in that competition. If that is of your interest, just visit the link in the description below. On top of that, I'm still doing a giveaway of Instant Gaming this month, where of course you can win a game of your choice. So if you haven't already yet entered that, definitely go ahead and do so. The link for that is also in the description below. And in general, they just do a bunch of really cool games, even brand new games, for really cheap, so definitely check them out. But let's dive into the information, because if you've checked your emails, because at this moment in time as I'm recording this video, we haven't actually got like some type of official announcement via their social media pages, but Square Enix sent out an email to majority of people anyway. It could have possibly ended up in your junk mail, but nonetheless it says what you see on screen, and that is: save the date, Kate Bishop is coming to Marvel's Avengers. And then what it also says, of course, we've got a new, I guess, concept art, which is really cool. And then we have a war table deep dive for Kate Bishop, which is going to be tomorrow at 4 PM GMT. So this is going to be very interesting. Now, is Kate getting released tomorrow? Is that what this email is confirming? Technically no, but what it is confirming is that we're getting a war table stream. And if there's anything that I want more than more content, is just to know from the devs themselves properly in a war table stream on what on earth is going on with the current state of the game. So tomorrow I'm expecting a roadmap, I'm expecting Kate Bishop's release date. Now, whether or not she could be delayed again, I don't really know. And if I'm honest, it was a character that I didn't really care for, but right now I really need some content in the game, so I'm just gonna take it. Now, I do genuinely think that she's still scheduled for this month, but again, fingers crossed, we'll find out an actual date tomorrow. And all in all, I mean, the goodness of this, right, is I think in this war table stream there's going to be actual answers, and it's not going to be soon and possibly and we're working on. I think it's just going to be raw answers to what we really want to hear. Now, at the bottom of that page where they showed Kate Bishop, it does say that Kate Bishop was on the fast track to becoming an Avenger when A-Day changed her course, and it was blindsided by the Avengers disbandment and AIM's crusade against Inhumans, and she stuck with her mentor Clint Barton to investigate the disappearance of former S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury. Find out more in the next Marvel's Avengers War Table Deep Dive, Kate Bishop. Now, another thing that has a lot of people speculating is what I already said a couple of seconds ago as to what we're going to see content wise in this war table stream. Is it just going to be all about Kate Bishop, or are we going to see other stuff? Now, if I'm being honest with you guys, considering the anticipation that a lot of people have for this war table stream, it'd be very crazy if they did actually just make it all about Kate Bishop. But again, although it's not confirmed, visually, mentally, what I'm expecting is the roadmap, a load of info on Kate Bishop, possibly regarding the cloning labs as well. I'm just really expecting it as a general information stream. And then lastly, I think what would be a nice way to end it, again just to keep the hype going for the game, would be possibly to show another teaser regarding future heroes on the roster, whether we're talking maybe like a Black Panther snippet, another, I guess, Hawkeye snippet, I have no idea, but it's definitely got to be something of another DLC character to still just get people excited, because don't forget, not everyone was really excited for Kate Bishop. But nonetheless, it's progression, and I'm gonna take it nonetheless. Now, another thing that was posted yesterday before this email got sent out was from Phil in the Mythical Lands of Reddit. Now on screen you can see someone actually posted it. It's just essentially regarding how this year as a whole has affected them. And although we have really heard this kind of multiple times, it goes a bit more in depth. So what he does say is, unfortunately, more than we would have liked. And what he's talking about here is that the delayed content and so forth. And he's saying that although working from home isn't the end of the world fundamentally, but for some people who relied on the studio's resources, it's definitely been challenging. And that said, the duration isn't something we had ever imagined, and we couldn't plan for the last 6 months or so of production to be done fully remotely. So that kind of, I guess, sums a few things up again. Now, this user that he replied to was asking a few different questions and so forth, but again, I mean, he went on to talking about the wildfires and essentially how team members had power outages and internet issues, which of course are the worst, and essentially it's all about working a whole lot slower than anyone would like. So like I said, although we kind of know this, and you do genuinely get people out there saying, well, you know, they're not the only studio that have gone through this. Now, if I'm honest with you, you guys know I back up everyone's points when they do say that, because although I support these guys a lot, yes, unfortunately this year has just been absolutely ridiculous, and no one could have really ever prepared for it in that perspective, right? Especially if you're working on a video game when you need these resources and so forth that a studio could offer. I think if you put all of that aside, the one thing they could have definitely improved on, and still can improve on, is just communication. And I think the further they see this and the more they understand that all we want is communication, then the better for everyone in the long run. But at the same time, you just can't be oblivious to the way that how all these events this year could have not affected the game. You can't be oblivious to it. You just got to look at it and essentially say almost that it is what it is. And although it hasn't been the greatest of situations and scenarios, we're still moving forward with the game. But nonetheless, I want you guys to leave your thoughts on this in the comments below. I do truly believe though that this War Table stream is almost like a make it or break it situation, just purely because if they show wherever I guess they have planned tomorrow and it kind of goes south again, it's just going to ruin more trust in the community. So again, to kind of give you guys a recap, no, they're not saying Kate Bishop is coming tomorrow. However, you never know. After the War Table stream, it could be something like Cloning Labs are releasing this weekend and Kate Bishop is now available to download. I have no idea. It could genuinely be something as random and as crazy and short notice as that, or we're just going to get a release date. But what I'm really expecting is the roadmap, absolutely 100%, and just some more information on endgame content. And I think they need to just be honest. Communication is key. It will go a long way. It will stop us all from going around in circles, just hating the developers, because unfortunately, although I don't feel that way, I know a ton of people out there are feeling that way. But like I said, it just boils down to communication, and then we'll be good to go. But guys, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below for the giveaways and a playlist to all the previous stuff as well, but I'll keep you guys posted. And yes, I guess we'll find out if there's going to be an actual stream, a link to the stream as well that you can essentially add to your watch later and get reminders. But again, we're still waiting for an official announcement on their social media pages, so we'll just have to wait for that. But guys, until the next one, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.